Why Gardening is Good for Our Mind and Soul by Lee Chambers. Our lives from now on will always be separated into an era of before COVID-19 and after COVID-19. Every daily activity, including how we exercise, how we eat, how we socialise, and most importantly, how we relax, will be significantly impacted. Even before COVID-19, the benefits of gardening on mental health were documented, but in context of the current circumstances, it has become essential to understand the various benefits gardening has to offer and how it can champion our mental health. Fights anxiety and depression. Gardening is a unique activity which offers both the feelings of serenity and productivity in your own backyard, the feeling of warm sun on your skin, breathing in the fragrant earth-scented air, all while contributing to the environment, can be done without worrying about social distancing. Not only working in a garden provide you with a general sense of calm, but also has a long-term effect on alleviating anxiety, depression, and even attention deficit disorders. This brings perspective to the ultimate scope of our problems and helps to reduce the sense of overwhelming stress. Greener environments promote resilience in dealing with everyday fatigue. During a 6-week study conducted at the Morikami Park in Florida, adults had to spend time in the garden twice a week. At the end of the study, descriptions of the participants' experiences were gathered. One of the prevailing statements was, "I learned a lot about myself in the garden. It gave me the time to think about my life, both the good and the bad, and come to terms with who I am and how I lived my life." Control aggression. In a world where we are surrounded by concrete buildings and grey shades, the vitality of a garden can be extremely pleasing to human senses. When you garden, you feel like you have created a bit of beauty in an otherwise dull and chaotic environment. This instills a deep sense of satisfaction and attachment. While gardening, you are able to let go of your troubling thoughts and rejuvenate your mind. This has a direct impact on the overall mood, anger, aggression, and even severe violence in a person. This impact is so enormous that studies conducted have shown that the criminal activity of an entire population can decrease when exposure to nature increases. There is evidence of a link between attention, nature, and aggression. Examination of population in barren versus green areas in Chicago's Robert Taylor Homes showed increased conflict, violence, and antisocial behaviour in the population surrounded by endless asphalt and buildings. Aids cognitive learning. Working in the garden requires skill, concentration, and knowledge, which a beginner can acquire by research on the internet or by talking to fellow gardeners. Gardening is a mind-anchoring activity. Learning about soil, seeds, and seasons helps to channel your thoughts and provide a reprieve from routine office learning. Gardening increases your concentration span and cognitive skills. Seeing the immediate physical effects of the proverb, "you reap what you sow," is a beautiful learning tool and increases your overall ability to think scientifically. Studies conducted at Lund, Sweden, in an assisted living home showed that there was an increase in concentration levels for participants after an hour in a green setting outside their geriatric home, whereas an hour in their favourite room had no effect. Improves physical and mental health. Physical activity and mental health are extrinsically linked. Age, time, and general dislike are barriers to aggressive forms of exercise, but gardening helps to burn several calories without the feeling like it is an imposed activity or a structured form of exercise whose only goal is to lose weight. Going to a gym or a park where several people are exercising are activities that may not be deemed completely safe, at least not in the coming months, while gardening is a beautiful and calming form of exercise and is completely safe. Gardening can also be therapeutic in elderly suffering from age-related dementia, chronic pain, or irreversible diseases like Alzheimer's. It is a low-intensity form of exercise, and depending on the capacity of the elderly, they can participate in specific garden activities. It can also provide sensory stimulation, which helps alleviate the cognitive decline seen with age and age-specific diseases. And most importantly, it gives back a sense of purpose and beauty. So get your tools and seedlings, dig up some earth, and heal your minds by becoming one with nature.